Here's this one guy. He gets pulled over for a traffic violation. He was going to get a ticket. So you know what this guy did? He whipped out a Monopoly card, and you probably know which one. The get-out-of-jail-free Monopoly card.
My thing is, I think he's been carrying it forever. And he's thinking, if I can get this officer to laugh, then maybe he'll let me out of this ticket.
The officer did laugh.
He did.
Still gave him the ticket.
Yeah, he did. He's like, in the state of Minnesota, the chance card does not work.
The chance card. Get out of jail free card.
I got out of a ticket once.
What happened?
Sort of. I did get a ticket because I didn't sign my registration card, and I'd forgotten to do that. Anyway, I was dressed as Mrs. Claus.
Oh, come on.
And basically, when I got stopped for going just a little fast,
just a little fast.
I said, you understand.
30 miles an hour is a little, evidently, for her.
If you give me a ticket, you will get coal in your stocking.
You said that to him?
But I was laughing. He knew, like I wasn't, trying to be a smart aleck. So I only got the registration ticket, and then I just showed up at court, and, I
just showed up at court.
Well, yeah.
Whoever says that, I just kind of showed up at court.
Well, listen, you show up, and sometimes they're like, okay, well, you're here. You're showing responsibility. You have signed it.
Not for me.
So go ahead and go on, Mrs. Claus.
I say I'm guilty, and the guy says, well, you got to pay your $80 fine.
Really?
For your traffic violation.
Oh, no.
That only happened to me. The last ticket I had was 20 years ago.
Really?
Scott got out of a ticket. What was it?
Long time ago, I went through it. Well, the light was yellow, and then it went red.
Yeah, it was
I looked
pink,
over.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband
and I
calls
looked
those
over,
stale.
and there's a police officer, and the blue lights come on. I'm like, oh, no. So a radio station I was working at, we had those little vanity tags. And
on the front?
We gave those away on
got
the
one
front.
on the front plate? Okay.
Yeah, so he walked over, and he says, hey, do you work there? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, cool, I listen a lot. Just slow down next time.
Isn't that
So
nice?
I think I got out of that because of my affiliation
Of your
with the
connection.
station.
Scott's a radio legend, by the way.
I wonder.
You don't know this, but he's a radio legend, and that's how he gets out of those tickets.
Do you have a vanity plate on your car now?
No.
Oh,
but,
why?
Sure you don't.
Well, actually, I do for Georgia because I'm a big Georgia fan. So I've got a big G on the front.
He's not a fan of his radio.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
Scott.
if I run into a police officer that's a Georgia fan, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You think you're okay.
It's not good to speed.
It is not.
Okay? It's completely wrong.
Yes.
But there are those that work really hard on getting out of speeding with the ticket as Liz starts looking at the ceiling and ignoring.
What you're saying.
Yeah. Scott's a radio legend. Let me tell you, the guy's a radio legend. And how did you
That's
get out of your
Rob.
ticket?
Well, I had a little vanity plate a long time ago with the logo of the radio station. And I went through an intersection, and the light turned red, and there's the police officer, and I'm like, oh, geez. And he comes up, and he says, yeah, you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, I'm sorry. He said, hey, do you work for that radio station there on the front? I said, yeah. He said, oh, I listen a lot. All right, just be careful next time.
Look at that. See? The radio legend, Scott Watson.
You were under
Gets out of
it
this.
when it turned red?
Well, it was a very tricky, it takes too long to explain it, but a very tricky intersection, and I thought, oh, I got this. And the light went red, and just
serious
happened to
officer.
have the police officer
It was
right
pink.
there.
Serious officer was pink.
Green, then yellow, then
That's
there's
how it goes.
there's a sequence.
So Linda's here at 800-447-7234. What happened to you, Linda?
Going on a trip with a colleague. I'm a retired school teacher. And I did ask a friend, I don't see the speed limit. Like, what is the speed limit here? And I entrusted her, but it was wrong.
How wrong?
I wasn't too bad wrong. The girl admitted, she said it's my fault. And then he wouldn't give her a ticket. And then it happened again on the same road. Not a different road, not the same road, a different road. I said, there's no speed limit. What's the speed limit? She goes, I think I saw a sign over there.
Okay.
And then I got out of that one, too, because she blamed herself, and he couldn't give her a ticket.
She's not driving.
I know.
You were driving.
I got out of the ticket, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Linda, the first one was on her. The second one, girl, that's on you.
No.
I don't know if you noticed, but when you go into a parking lot of some Lowe's right now, not all of them, but some of the Lowe's, you'll see this robot kind of shaped like an egg that's going around the parking lot. It has Lowe's on it and security on it. It's a security robot.
That's wild.
Seriously.
That's wild.
It is, and you hear it. It's like some kind of. That's a bad way to put
Do
it.
it
You
again?
hear a whirl. No, you hear a whirling sound as the thing goes by.
Well, I guess it's the inside mechanisms in the wheels.
I think they're
that get it.
amplifying it too.
Oh, yeah, well.
But it's
so you
to
notice
keep
it.
people safe in the parking lots. I was reading in Philadelphia where there's a bunch of them at Lowe's. People are calling them snitch bots
Oh, my
because
goodness.
it's snitching on people.
For what, though? Like leaving the
Stealing.
carts? Oh, for stealing. So
Yeah.
when you said keeping people safe, I was like, oh, well, that's nice. Like, making sure that everything is caught on camera. I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking about stealing.
Yeah, people steal.
Well, I know people
Sadly,
steal. But
people steal. Scott says that he's seen some of these.
Yeah, it reminds me of an egg-shaped R2-D2, and I didn't know what it was at first, but it's just kind of strolling along, roaming around the parking lot in the store. So
Yeah, and it's
I did.
taller than R2-D2.
Yeah.
Because R2-D2 on Star Wars is pretty small. You got C-3PO, so it's probably a mix between the height of a C-3PO
Yeah.
and a look of an R2-D2
Right.
without the arms coming out of the side.
Right. He's a little warm. But if Ben Kenobi comes out of that thing, I'm out.
I'm so curious, Scott. What was it like when you went up to it?
Well, I thought it was following me for a while, but it just sort of does its thing. Like you said, makes the little noises. And, it reminded me of those sweepers that go around the stores,
Yes.
too. I didn't know if it was cleaning the store or, what it was
parking
doing.
lot.
But
Have you ever had one of those, Scott, at Sam's that follows you around when it's sweeping the floor? Like, it's like, beep, 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 beep. You're like, wait a minute, I'm shopping here.
What are they called?
Yes.
Robo something?
Yeah.
I don't know, robo sweepers.
Rotunda? What do you call those things?
Terminator.
No, that's sweep the floor.
I don't know.
That vacuum the floor. You know what they are. Ninja, you know what they are.
Shop vac?
A Roomba?
That's it, a Roomba.
Oh, this
man.
is
Yeah.
bigger than a Roomba.
When they say that it's not real.
Yeah.
They say this.
Like who's they?
Somebody who did some kind of study. And they say, and I don't believe it. Can I say that up front?
Yeah.
That I don't believe this? I don't want to believe this. I don't want to accept this. I want to reject this.
What is it?
Water bottles? This is disgusting.
It is. It's nasty.
They say water bottles has more bacteria than your toilet. I totally reject that and don't believe it.
That's just gross.
And I mean, they go as far as to say the toilet seat. I mean, no. How? No.
And it's not like the water bottle you go into the convenience store and you get the plastic water bottle. These are the ones that we keep at home.
Yeah, you reuse.
Yes, that
you know?
you don't necessarily get all the way up into, because you would have to take like a new toothbrush or a Q-tip or something to reach the very edges of everything.
Come on, these dishwashers today,
Right?
they scrape paint off walls.
And paint off your water bottle.
Coffee mugs
Yeah.
too. I mean, I've destroyed many a coffee mug outside because of a
But it's clean.
dishwasher. It's clean.
It might look busted up, but it's clean.
It's horrible looking. But I reject this. I'm sorry.
And I don't want to test it. That's the thing. I ain't never going to test it. I'm just going to believe, like Rob's believing,
Yeah.
that it's clean.
I'm still going to drink out of it. I'm
Not the toilet.
No,
water bottle.
no. New survival technique. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio.
Yeah, and Jerry tested it out unwittingly. So what happened, he has a couple of homes. He has one in the mountains of California, one in Nevada. So he was leaving the mountain home, and there's a lot of snow. They've been having a lot of snow in California. So it's about a 3-hour drive. So while he was at his mountain home, he stopped for a couple of things that he wanted to take back. Waters, he got some croissants to take back to the family from a favorite bakery. Well, on his drive home, he gets stuck in the snow, very, very deep snow. He survived like 8-9 days on the water that he had in his car and croissants. Mm-hmm. He had croissants.
Croissants. If you're going to be stuck in the snow for 8 days, you might as well survive off a croissant.
Right. And his family had said, okay, he's missing. Can you find him? And they got a ping finally after like a week from his cell phone or his watch or something, and were able to find him. But he's in his 80s.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
And he was able to survive on croissants. croissants.
Scott has an idea of a survival technique.
All right.
So what I'm hearing is we need blankets, medications, water, and croissants.
In every kit, survival
every kit.
Yeah. Just in
Croissant
case.
is the new kit item.
Yeah, just in case you happen to break down. So if I get a flat tire on the way home tonight, I'm breaking out the croissants.
Yeah, and the flare.